Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I woke up this morning with something on my mind. I was just thinking about brotherhood. I was thinking about people of the world. Men, women, short, tall, skinny, fat, beautiful and ugly. And I asked myself, what more does God have to do for us? What more does God have to do for you? I mean, we walking around in bodies. They're not ours. They belong to us. And we were given an extension of time here in a foreign land called Earth. And we have opportunities to live here on this earth just as we choose. I mean, just as we choose. The resources that are required to achieve any of these choices are available to us. The resources that are available to achieve any of these choices. I'm trying to make a turn, driver right before me, just sitting there, so took a moment to get around that. But back to the issue. Now we could live, and it's not really dependent upon another's choice of how we live. And yet, the choices that we make will reflect, really, the kind of life we will live. For instance, you can make the choice, I can make the choice, we as a people can make the choice that we live in peace. We can make the choice that we be prosperous in our lives. Not just one, not just me, not just you, but every last one of us. We can make the choice that we will be free, being who we are and about what we are. We could be filled with joy in our lives. We can be happy. And not only that, we can actually live our dreams. We can have our needs, our wants, and our desires met at our leisure. That means when we want it. And it's right there. The resources necessary to achieve all of this might be on the earth, might be in the earth, might be above the earth, might be invisible as well as seen. And yet we got the wherewithal to be able to cipher where and utilize our gifts to cause a manifestation thereof. Wow. You think about certain things for survival like food, clothing, and shelter. We never have to worry about anything like that. We think about progress, so we're educated to the things we engage ourselves in, indulge in, and we are able to move forward again, prosperous. And then for those moments when things go awry and we need some health care, we have it unlimited and unrestricted from the womb to the tomb. We have access to the best infrastructure that we can imagine. I mean, you know, like, if this is what the God has made available to us, why is it, I ask myself, and I ask you today, why is it that we are constantly requiring more? That in as much as we want peace, we cause and wish and do those things that would bring war to others. Why do we do that? Why do we make sure that we are the top dogs? Our strive is not to make it, to be just successful and best as we can be. Our strive is to be on top, number one. And so we turn everything into a challenge, me against you, you against us. And in that struggle, we all lose what we could have had just being who we are. I asked myself this morning as I go here to Sam Club, why is it that there are people who want other people to be poor? Why is it that there are people who will lie and cheat and take advantage of others? Why is it that people will cause so much pain and suffering? We institute poverty, in which brings an abundance of crime and violence. Why is it that we want to hate, be racist and bigots? Why is it that we require someone acknowledging that we are supreme, that we are superior, that we got the better brain, we got the better mind, we got the better insight in life than anyone else on the face of the earth? And that doesn't mean you. That means me. Why is it that we act like that? Why is it that we are like that? I guess it's because we can be. We don't have to be, but we can be, and we are. And why do we choose to be that which I've just described? Maybe it's because we just don't understand life. Maybe it's because we were introduced and indoctrinated to another condition that seems more advantageous for our concerns in life. Maybe that's what keeps us motivated. But I can't say that for a fact. I ask you, what is it that makes you reject the fact that black people and people of color are just as real as white people? What is it that gives you the inability to see that straight people are no more human than those you call gay? You didn't make the straight one, and you didn't make the gay one. So why you want to judge what the power of creation has made? We have been taught if we give and exercise the compassion, the love, that we can live as though we're in heaven. But when we set that aside and determine that our way is the best way, that's the beginning of our dying. It happens everywhere, right now, especially in America. And America, is as blind as a bat. And I say blind as a bat because it makes it easier to accept that as opposed to the truth. They're just downright evil. Evil though we are, still is no excuse. And we as individuals won't be able to point the finger at the group because we had a choice not to be a part of the group. And if we were conditioned to fear, to take that step into you don't know where, then we might stay hooked by our nightmare. I'm making these videos because I'm different in relationships of we human beings than most people that I've heard or seen. The graveyards are filled with people who represented evil. Shields. And I'm stopping at the red light. Light was yellow. I had time to make it. The guy behind me probably mad. I didn't want to take that risk. But for those who had and made a mark in life, they are remembered. And yes, on both sides of the coin, you got those who stood for life, like, you know who, you fill in the blank. And you know, you got those who just hated, and everything that was dirty and low down, they represented it. And you know who they are as well. But that doesn't matter now. The thing that matters is you, it's me, it's we. This is our future. This is our now. What do we offer? What do we give? Let's live.